Alright, so, story of Batman. There was this little kid named Bruce Wayne. He had his mammy and his daddy. And they were nice and they were super rich. And then one day Bruce Wayne's like, "Hey guys, I want to see a movie." So then they're like, "Oh, okay, let's go see a movie." And then his dad's like, "Alright, Bruce, let's go to movies, but we gotta remember, this is rock and roll's the devil." And then Bruce is like, "Alright, Dad," and then they go to the movies, and it was good, and Adam West, and it was awesome. And then, like, even though they're like in a really shitty, like, city, Thomas Wayne's like, "Hey, you know what? We should go through this shitty, spooky back alley." And then everyone's like, "Oh, okay, let's go to the back alley." So then they're, walking down these back alleys, and it's spooky, and then this robber comes up and is like, "Hey, you guys should give me your money or I'm gonna shoot you." And then they're like, "We ain't giving you our money." So then he shoots them, and then they die. And then Bruce Wayne's like, "No, man." Then he goes to the police station, and like fucking everyone there is just a giant dick. They're just like, "Man, his parents just died, but he got a lot of money now, so fuck him." But then there's this one police officer named Commissioner Gordon, and he's like, "Man, it kind of sucks about your parents." And then Bruce Wayne's like, "You understand me? I'ma be your friend in the future." So then it's like the future. He's got this kick-ass butler named Alfred who didn't get any fucking money from the parents who died, and he was kind of bummed, so he just like babysat Bruce Wayne until he was like 20. And then Bruce Wayne like fell into a well or something, and there were like bats in it, and then he became Batman. So he's like Batman now. He's got like this bat motif going on. He's like, "Man, I should fight crime." And Alfred's like, "You should, but you don't know how to fight." And Batman's like, "Fucking, I'll learn." So Batman goes on like some magical adventures around the globe, like learning, kung fu from some monks or shit, learning magic tricks from Houdini and this one chick who doesn't like to wear pants. Except for that one time that she tried to wear pants and it was really fucking stupid. Anyways, so then you go after his magical adventure, he comes back to Gotham. And everyone's like, "Man, this is fucking crime all over the place. This got supervillains running around." Batman's like, "I'm gonna stop them." So Batman just starts, beating up the regular thugs and no one really gives a shit. But then he fights this really fucking cool supervillains. Like, he fights, like, Joker, he's not really a supervillain. He's just a villain. But it's really fucking cool. So he goes to Joker and he's like, "What's your MO, Joker?" And he's just like, "I'm fucking Luke Skywalker." And I was like, "Man." So then they fight and he, like, kills the Joker, but then everyone liked the Joker, so they're like, "We're bringing him back to life." So then they did that, and then I fought this dude named Mr. Freeze, and he was like fucking. It was like a tragic ass villain because like his wife was all like frozen, and he was like, "I need to do crime to save her." And then it's Arnold Schwarzenegger, and oh, and then there was this other guy named Two-Face, and he was like Batman's friend, but then like his face got exploded, and it became like cut in half with like burns. So he's actually like one face, not Two-Face. So anyways, after he fights, this Toothface becomes a villain. He like flips coins and shit, and that's pretty much all he does. Oh, and there's this other guy named Penguin, who's, I don't know, he's got a monocle. It's pretty cool. Fuck it, everyone in the Batman universe is cool. You got Poison Ivy, she's got big old leaf boobs, and it's fucking hot. And you got Catwoman kind of sucks. But there's pretty much everyone else is cool. I mean, shit, there's this dude named fucking Clayface who was like made out of clay, and he can like turn into like fucking metal and like 6 separate children with like functioning brains. It's fucking awesome. Oh, there's this dude named the Riddler who kind of totally fucks himself over literally every time because he always pretty much tells Batman what he's doing just in riddle form. And that's kind of an interesting thing. It's like a Mr. Freeze thing. He's doing his crime to make Gotham smarter. He's like a teacher, but no, he's basically a teacher. And then there's also Batman's got this kid named Robin. He follows him around for a while. But then one day Robin's like, "Hey, you know what, Batman? I don't really agree with how you do your interrogations with like holding people upside down and like beating them up." Batman's like, "Well, deal with it." And he's like, "No." And then Robin like ran away and became Nightwing. So then Batman got this other Robin. And this other Robin was like the little angsty teenage bitch. And so the Joker beat him to death with a crowbar, and everyone was like, Yeah, that's pretty cool. We're okay with this. No one really cares. You don't have to bring them back to life or anything. So like 20 years later, Superboy Prime, who's this other fucking crazy ass dude, like punches a hole in the universe, and then the Robin that got beaten to death with a crowbar comes back to life as like the Red Hood, and that's about it. On the other, he's got this other Robin, and yeah, it's pretty much the same as like the first Robin, only like 10. That's about it. There you go. That's Batman for you. You get the gist. He fights supervillains, does some crime. He'll occasionally, I don't know, make out with Catwoman or Ra's al Ghul's daughter, Morgan Freeman.